Hello everybody and welcome back to another silly video. And today we have a discovery. Well, not a discovery. It's always been there, but a re I don't know, okay? I'm trying to come up with some random sophisticated word to explain this. Well, what you saw there was not the full potential of this mod, but you know, that is right there. That was the full potential of a certain mod that you might not know. Now, I've always brushed it off and said it's an inferior version of its brother. Of who, you might ask? Well, I'm going to reveal to you what this mod is and why it makes the glaive even better than it already was. Here we have Volatile Rebound. Now, why is this so good, you might ask? Well, because it explodes on every single bounce. Now, some of you might not know this, but glaives, any type of glaive, well, what is this? Oh, it's a pathesis, or any type of glaive will change between enemies if they are close enough. Now, that will continue until it's out of bounces. So you might want to actually add on some projectile speed if you like, if you want it to be faster, but yeah, that's that, right? But then, oh, let's add a little bit of buffs. And then you're like, wow, it spreads to the whole crowd. How nice. How about I actually explode it this time? There's not enough enemies to show the actual effect here. But here we go again. So as you can see, it's a little OB. What you want to do is wait for your combo meter to get up to 5x, because if you know, you do your heavy attack, it takes a second to get up to 5x. But yeah, once that happens, throw it at the enemies, and then detonate it while it's bouncing throughout, and it will go crazy. Now, I said to you that this is such a huge discovery. Now, what is the actual discovery that I made? It's, well, with our lady here, Mirage. If you did not know, every single clone throws a glaive. These glaives bounce, like every other glaive until they're retracted. That is besides for two glaives. I think all of them bounce. Yeah, all of them do bounce. So I think you can guess where this is going. We get some absolutely crazy number of bounces on these glaives, and it all chains through. Let's add some viral. What happens? Well, let's see. Viral spread throughout the whole cloud. The electricity usually kills them, but the situation it doesn't. Now, how do we make this even better? If you didn't know, they inherit your damage, right? The clones inherit your damage, and they get the solar eclipse buff not only from your damage and from theirs, so they can have your solar eclipse buff while also inheriting your buff damage. It's really good. And you can have your clones do more damage than you if you have hollow malevolence with a little higher than 75% damage on your clones. So yeah, there's the synergy. That's it. Just pure carnage and death. I don't know what to tell you here because there isn't much to explain. It's just death. And I will do this with Codapathicist, which is where I originally found this, and it's just kinda crazy. because it's relatively the same thing here. It's just I forgot to put volatile on this. Wait, hold on a second. Please hold. It's this one. I did not mean to proc viral because there's no point, but here we are anyway. Same thing, but a little slightly less damage, a little slightly less damage, and it is just utterly insane how good this is. It's just automatic. It kills entire groups, and it triggers melee influence, and you don't have to do anything because it chains through the enemies and then comes back to you. I'll do like a minute of mob survival with this, and we'll see how good it actually is. Because it might be a little bit hard to hit an entire crowd with the bounces, but we're about to see. We're about to see. Yeah. Well, let us see in fact. Let me smack on my stuff. And then we're gonna head to the void for a mob survival. And after this, it will be nothing. Okay. We have the Codopathicist, which actually has become one of my more favorite glaives now. It's second to Glaive Prime, which is insane by the way. It's almost as good as Glaive Prime. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, here it is. Welcome to clearing entire hallways with a single throw. Because I want to. As you can see, it bounces through most of the room, if not all of it. If you want even more aggressive and like unpredictable bounces, go ahead, smack on some Whirlwind, because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I have on here, yeah. Whirlwind, it'll give you a lot more bounces. Well, not just give you a lot more bounces, it'll help you out with reaching more space quickly. But look at the AoE on this, bro. It is crazy, and the enemy density is messed up because how fast I'm killing everything. But I do think, yeah, this is not Steel Path, so I'll be redoing this on Steel Path. I'm sorry, guys. This might take a little second. Enemy density was messed up because of that, but we will do this with I'm not a fraud, guys. I'm not a fraud. Yeah, I haven't unlocked fries. All right. And we're not using pistol, we're not using anything else, we're just going to be using the Codopathicist with Eclipse and Hall of Mirrors and seeing how that goes.
They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Well, let us see. Because you can just send it into a random room and it will just bounce everywhere and kill everything. Oh my god. The room clearing here is insane. In the coverage, the amount of coverage that this gives you, like, it's just so much. And the glaive will always attempt to try and target a different enemy if you directly hit one. So if you, like, if it's just a direct hit, entire crowd is gone. Cleared. Now, I think Path Assist is better for this because of the force proc viral. But again, you can do whatever you want with this. It's such an insane thing. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell anyone because nobody will use this, but it is just crazy good. And you can combine this with your normal hits. Like you can just do that and then explode it normally. Oops, 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 oops. Please, Panzer, keep me alive. Thank you. Okay. Uh-oh. Brody might be dead. But actually let's switch to defense. I wonder if I can, yeah. It's still basically shreds through these enemies. Because you can do the bounce and then do your manual explosion, it'll still do a ton of damage. But again, yeah, your glaives will attempt to target the next enemy if you hit something, and if you do hit something like this, it just clears crowds really easily. The real challenge will be the acolyte here, so it's just utterly insane, and this synergy is really good. But I don't think it would be so good on other Warframes because Mirage specifically has all the 5 clones sending out all the 5 glaives at the same time. It is kind of goated. Well, it is definitely goated. Like this is just, oh my, carnage, pure carnage. We're ahead in KPM. We're like I think we're at 150 KPM right now. I usually only get 100 or a little bit less than that with Mirage. If I'm running like a mission like this, it is kind of insane how much this has improved it. It is, oh my lord. Yeah, people need to check this out because this is just another way to make Glaives even better. By the way, I'm not using Glaive Prime here. This is all just the Pathos Coda, and it is just so good. It is so good. There are no heavy attacks going on here. It is just throwing. And once the 5-minute mark hits, we'll be leaving and I'll be ending the video. This wasn't meant to be this long, but it's okay. Well, yeah, I don't think I need to say much else. It's just that good. Like, usually I'd be under some threat of dying, or I would have died already at least once, but it is just clearing. Well, here comes the real test to this. Also, there is influence. Holy. Here comes the real test. We have Mr. Inks. I think this means Shadow of Violence. I'm not sure. Oops. No. Okay. Oh, okay. Goodbye. I won't see you again. um, it's I'm speechless. That's it. I'm just purely speechless because what is this? It is insane, to say the least. You can also add bounces on with a certain mod. I forgot what it was, but if you want to do that, go right ahead. It's, oh my, it's just so good. And yeah, I think that's it for the video. Once we extract here, I'll be showing the build, and that's it. Yeah, pretty easy. Let's see the KPM. Gotta do the math. I think it's a little bit less than 100. Well, a little bit more than 100. We have 134 KPM, and about 60 of those were from the random prison I shot. Okay, well, that's it for the video.